Hey, yo, check this out. This is Said Talk Podcast, baby. We are back with another one, back with another guest. Listen, we're doing this thing, because I got Lingling. Yeah. What's going on, Lingling? How you doing today?
I'm doing, first, it was like great, but after a run, it's amazing.
After your run is amazing, so you're a runner?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so when did that start? How long you been running for?
I would say maybe like 2 years now.
2 years.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I feel like I'm a runner too. I try to run away from problems. And, I try to run away from hate, especially hate. So I guess I'm a runner too. You a runner and I'm a runner. But listen.
That's a good one.
But I greatly appreciate you for coming on the show. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. But real quick, just tell the people your name. Tell the people about yourself.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lingling, as he already introduced me. And maybe in your mind, everyone is thinking about this Lingling. You forgot your Blingbling. Because that's when I tell people my name, that's what the first thing they think of. I'm not offensive, so you can keep singing that or saying that. It's fine. So I moved from China 2019 to US and come to California, live in Marine, and now I'm just joined the aviation. Work with Cedric 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, yeah?
Yeah, and then he said, hey, we do this thing. I thought that he was joking, but no. Today he texted me, he said, hey, I set up this thing. Are you coming to do a podcast? I say, let's do it. By the middle of the day, I regret because I don't have energy. I need my son. My son's son, not my son. But so I say,
S-U-N son, by the way.
What is it?
S-U-N son, not S-O-N. I'm just clarifying for the people out there. Yeah.
There we go. And I say, I feel really down right now. I need to go for a run to burst my energy up because I can't let Cedric see I don't have energy. So that's it. That's me. And yeah, nothing much.
Thank you so much though for coming out. I'm glad you got your run and got your energy up as well. But just moving along though, so I saw your Instagram page the other day, and it was some yummy food on there. Like, let's talk about that. Like, what you got going on with that there?
So it's quite a funny story. When I moved here, I live in Marine. I say this word, you don't get angry with me, okay? Because I have no filter and I like to joke a lot. And everything is based on my opinion. If you don't like me, it's okay. You don't have to. And you hate me, just send a bunch of hate in the comment. It's okay, I don't see them. So in Marine, you live a lot of white people. And people there really don't know how to cook. And I was just like, I get locked down because of pandemic, and I always craving some Chinese food because I left home like 2 years and pandemic happened. I have to stay at home 2 years. I have nothing to do, and I try to sneak out, ask my friend if they can let me join their party. I'll cook for them, and for free. They pay all the ingredient. I just go for cook for fun, and they all say, okay, just come over. And they say I don't have to cook, but for me, in a Chinese culture thing, it's like my whole parents, they are restaurant industry, and then I would say, no, I want to cook because the only way I can make people happy is from the stomach. So I started cooking, and during the pandemic, it was nothing open. Even there's something open, the taste is not good. I walk on the street, and I see them place the dumpling like up and upside down. I was like, what kind of restaurant is this? I was like, it's kind of sad. The dumpling is like that fish. Yeah. I said, no, you're not going to eat your food like that. So I start cooking, doing a lot of presentation because I know a lot of Western like Western culture, they present their food so beautiful.
Okay.
But in Chinese food, I always find like on the street, they taste really good, but they don't look good. But in Marine, they don't taste good. They don't look good.
They good or don't look
everything. And I was like, okay, let me start catering. And then finally, mouth to mouth, people like know about me, and they say, why don't you just cook for us and we pay for you? I say, I don't know how to charge people, and I don't have a car, so maybe not a good idea for me. And then there was this guy in the party, they say, I have a car, I just get layover because of the pandemic. How about you cook, I drive? I said, that sounds like a good deal. I said, okay, but also you need to marketing. We need to have an Instagram.
Yep.
You need to be a marketing first, and then you have to contact and just tell me how much I need to make, and I do the order, I do the cooking. You don't tell me what to do, I don't tell you what to do. Let's do that. He said, okay, and we started. That's how I do all along, like a year and a half. Yeah, and then the company hire people back because the pandemic kind of slowed down, and I have to do everything by myself. The funniest story is like, I bought a car because I have to delivery.
Okay.
And then one day I was delivering, I delivered to my customer, and then I come back, I come to the passenger's side and sit down at the passenger. And I was like, oops, I don't have a driver, I'm the driver. So I opened my door, walked back to my driver's seat. I was like, oh my God, that was so like, it's like everything is like muscle memory.
Yeah.
You being so used to it, and then you have to do a change.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and that's how I establish my business at Marine. Even today, I still have a lot of customers there. They are texting me, but because of I have changed my job to an aviation industry, so I stopped myself almost a year now, but I'm going to pick it up again.
Pick it up. Okay, so what's the name of your business?
It's called Dumplings Delivery.
Dumpling Deliveries. Listen, check this out. Special delivery as well, because
Da da da.
da da da. We are here, and this is what we're gonna do, right? I'm gonna put this down just real quick so I can get situated. But as I put this down, can you let the people know what you have brought for me here?
So this is the signature sauce that I make, because in China we eat the meat is a little bit fat than US, because I know in US people like to eat a lot of lean meat. And then one day my friend just gave me these 10 pounds of noodles, say, hey, this is for you, help yourself. I say, 10 pounds, what can I do? He said, I don't know. So I start at home just by myself, start to making all kind of sauce, experience with that 10 pounds of noodle, and come up with the noodle that in Beijing, if you ever travel to China in Beijing, it's a little bit similar like Beijing's 炸酱面. So Beijing is China capital, and then their sauce is like very gravy and a little bit saltiness and a little bit sweetness, because they have some bean pastry, and then I just make it with the beef, and and a little bit special. What is that? Pickle. It shouldn't call pickle. It should call marinated radish.
Okay.
So I put a lot of ingredients, seasoning, spice inside the sauce, and then cook it with meat together.
Okay.
And then you can just put that sauce with all kind of meat or beyond, or it was so great. So this is one of my best sellers. Actually, first I don't like vegan, but now my vegan beyond sauce is my best sales.
Okay. Wow.
And I like it too, because I say, I don't like vegan, but that is really good.
Yeah.
Like even myself, I would say I would like it.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, guys. So listen, she brought these chopsticks, and I tell you, listen, I don't know how to use them. You know what she told me? That's disrespectful. That is disrespectful. So look, I'm gonna attempt to use this, all right? So I don't want you guys out there laughing at me, but I'm gonna get at least one in. Ooh, I got a little bit.
Good job, everyone. Give Sergio a slap.
Go ahead, clap it up. Let's clap it up.
Oh, not a slap, a clap.
She wants to slap me, but we gonna go ahead and clap it up. And I'll tell you what else I'm gonna do, because I came prepared. I want to make sure, because I wanted to respect her and this meal that tastes so good. I had to bring this fork with me just in case, so that we can make things happen. Okay. So moving on. First of all, thank you so much for this food. This is awesome. Dumplings Deliveries. I'm gonna put the link up. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you order. Make everything you can do. Trust me, it looks really good and it tastes extremely good. People, check it out. Okay. So moving on.
Yep.
So, okay, China, right? You came here to the U.S. What's the experience like, and what made you want to come to the U.S.?
For me, I'm a really outgoing person. I always been want to go out of my country to see things instead of people telling you like, oh, American is very dangerous, like the guns shot everywhere. Like even my mom, she still call me once a while. She said, hey, I watch at the news, you have gunshot again. Yesterday, I say, Mom, I'm in California. It's a slightly better, and I didn't have any gunshot here, so be careful. I'm fine. I'm fine. But when I was a kid, the only thing I'm interested to learn is language and English. And I told myself that I don't want people to tell me like what is that like, because it's what they tell me is based on personal opinion. You have to go there because your personality is so different. Everyone is so different. Yes, you can maybe tell people like your majority personality and they will feel the same thing. But for me, it's like I have to go out and experience myself. Maybe people, they don't like it, but I will like it. And once I come, I drive around, like my boyfriend drive me around Sonoma and Petaluma.
Yep.
I feel like all the mountain around, I feel like I never left. I feel like I'm home. It was like so amazing. And the culture, I really like it. Maybe because I'm in California.
Okay.
And some people tell me that, see, a lot of people tell me what to think. Like Texas, it will be different. But since I'm working as a fire attendant, I think people are everywhere I go, they're very nice. And it don't look like, it seems to me they don't like evil. And also we need to have to trust people, put on the trust. If you don't trust people, then it's sometimes that's why people feel you don't trust them, and then you will feel the different energy. And I always chose, people will call me naive and innocent, but I chose to trust people because you show them the good side, they will show them their good side to me. So by coming here, it's like more welcome for my personality. Because back in China, I am not that welcome. I'm kind of outspoken. And one time my boss kind of tell me like, we're in the chat, like group chat in the company, and everyone is joking. And finally I start joking and my boss say, my English name is called Elsie. I used to use Elsie. So she say, Elsie, be humble. I was like, dang, I'm just making a joke.
Yeah.
Everyone can make a joke except me. And I feel really sad and like, this is not what I'm looking for. And then when I come here, everything changed. Like my life changed. Everyone appreciate my personality. Everyone like helping me. I don't know. It just feels heartwarming. Yeah, and I also watch a lot of TV show. And like there was one show that I know that is so crazy about when I see it, when I came here, it's totally different. It's called University Florida.
University of Florida, yep.
That show is crazy. They talk about all the sex here is wide open. I'm telling you. And then I was like, holy shit. I was like, is that true? Is that how American kid look like? And when I come here, sometimes you talk with people who like Kentucky. So I went to travel in, what is it called? Cancun. And I met this new couple. They just married. And like they are side view of relationship, like sex thing. It's they don't talk about it. I said, oh, you are not like the TV say, like the Florida university.
So they don't talk about what?
They don't talk about sex thing, like very wide open
Yeah.
because sometimes I would throw out a joke here and there, like sex joke here and there. She said, "Oh, yeah, we don't talk about that quite open. We are very conversant." I was like, "Oh, that's not the TV show. Show me." They said, "Oh, that's Florida." Sorry about if you are Florida. I apologize.
Oh man, that's funny. Wow, so that's impressive. So you're in the aviation. You're a flight attendant. Did you always want to be a flight attendant? And what was that experience like for you? Like, did you try when you were in China? What was that whole experience like?
So if you know about Asian aviation, it's like crazy Asian, I'm telling you.
Crazy Asian.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not
like
only the culture, also the aviation industry. You have to be like, at least when I'm trying to apply, because I went to a school, they do have a flight attendant school, a joint school with hotel management and travel. Because before, when I was in China, I'm a tour guide. I'm a Asian industry tour guide, and then I become a hotel management because when you are tour guide, you don't manage people. You just lead people where to do and connect them with the local, with the culture, with the local tour guide. You take care of them. If the hotel have their room, if they get inside the room safe, if the bathroom work, all is on you, just like a flight attendant. Yeah. And then I want to apply this category. They say, no, you're not tall enough. And basically, I also kind of really tan in China because I never take an umbrella when I go out. And then I don't wear a hat when I go out. I just wear my sunglasses, sunbathing myself while I'm walking. And I kind of very dark. And in China, when you are a little bit dark, you are not pretty.
Yeah. Oh man, dang.
Yes, people like their employee like pale white.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's why today, when you say you're going to recall me, I said, dang, I didn't put makeup on. I was like, I'm a mess.
She look pretty, don't she, everybody? Yeah.
Thank you. You guys should be nice. Continue being nice.
Dang, so that's interesting. So you had that experience. So now you're flight attendant, and she's a great flight attendant. Like, her spirit, high energy, everything. I mean, it was 4 a.m. When we met, I'm walking to the shuttle, and I'm just kind of like trying to get my mind right and prepare for the day, right? That we were getting ready to have, and all I hear is, "Hey, how's it going? Where are you headed today?" And I was like, "What was that? What's going on? Oh, what's going on? What are you doing?" And so I really do like your energy, and I feel like your energy will take over someone else's energy, because I was feeling down. I was just kind of like quiet, but because of your energy, I feel like I had to match that. I was like, man, like, yes, let's go. This is going to be a good day, so I definitely appreciate that. So you brought up boyfriend. Okay.
I bought a boyfriend.
Boyfriend
bought me.
You brought up a boyfriend, right? So you said, okay, you came here in the U.S. with your boyfriend. And so we had a deep conversation when it comes to like relationship, and you said something that really kind of like caught my eye, and you were like, you brought up abuse, okay? And I said, wait, like with your current boyfriend now? You were like, no. Previously, you brought up abuse, having that experience in that relationship. What was that like for you? And how has that shaped your mind moving forward?
Yeah, I get abused through my ex-boyfriend when I met in China because, like I say, I always want to go out so bad, like out of China. And then I be with him 2 years. We've been fighting 2 years. And then, verbal fighting. And then also it's not, I don't think it's his problem too, because maybe he don't know about that thing exists on him. So I get
are you saying it's like part of the culture?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that abuse me is part of the culture, but his lack of confidence and lack of the language.
Okay.
Like he don't fully understand Chinese, which is okay with me because we are all growing and learning. And if I'm your half, of course I'm going to help you, right? But you have to put on the trust first. The first place he don't trust me, and that's why we create a lot of fight. So I remember one time we are going out, and then like in Chinese, the sound is like, okay, I'm going to give you an example, like how complicated Chinese is. So remember this sound, ji. So I'm going to let Cedric finish his noodle, and then I'll let him repeat after me. Let's see how can he be my good student or not? Okay. So ji,
Z,
ji.
D.
Okay, ji is the first tone. So in Chinese we have 5 tones,
Okay.
like mutual tone, first tone, second tone. So it's ji,
G,
ji,
Z,
ji,
G,
ji.
G.
There we go. Oh, good job. Look at that. So let's say the first tone, okay, ji, it can be chicken,
Okay.
like the like old MacDonald has a farm that chicken. Sometimes I just don't know what I'm talking. They can not understand me. So like the chicken. So it's called ji. Your muscle, you know your gun
Yep.
here. It's called ji.
G.
Yeah,
Okay.
鸡肉. But you have 2 words different, but the sound is the same. So you have chicken is a G, and then muscle is a G, and then the plane, you know, the aviation
Yep.
where we are on
Yep.
is called G.
Oh, wow.
And then prostitute,
Prostitute.
is called G.
Wow.
Yeah, so you have 5 G already. And say, one time my student asked me, say, why you have so many chicken? I say it's not so many chicken. It's just Chinese is very complex. So by learning them, you have to understand what word do they put it inside together. And for foreigner, you have to put on the whole concept. So going back to the story, what I was telling is like teacher is called 老师. And then always is called 老师. It sounds different to you?
Sounds the same.
Yeah, right?
Yep.
So one day there were some people like in China, not that Chinese people are, yes, Chinese people are racist, but it's not their fault. It's the lack of education. Because when we are kids, we've been educated like long time ago. Of course, this day we change, we get higher education. So I think we have more word to distinguish foreigner as what kind of foreigner. You have African, and then you have European African, right? So before, when he was there in China, he will hear people say, oh, 老师. And then he is a teacher, yes. And then he hears something like similar. He thought that people are talking to him. I say, no, people are not talking to you. Don't worry about it. He say, no, I heard him. I heard them. And they say, so in China, we have a word. So I hope you guys don't mind me, okay? Like we call people today here call Black American. We just categorize, no matter you from African American, you from African. If your color is dark, we call it Black people. So the language itself, it don't have any harm, but because of you putting a meaning behind, and because like if I teach your kid just these 2 words, Black people and white people, of course they're going to identify, distinguish you. Even they extinguish Indian people as Black people because they have dark skin tone. And that's why when we are kids, we understand. We only been educated that way, which is not very nice. And I think we're changing this day. So he hears something, people say like, Black people, he say, he's racist. I say, no, we're not racist. We just lack of education, and you need to give us time, because where I from is southern China, very, very far away from all the first city like Hong Kong, Beijing. Yes, those people are more educated, so they wouldn't call you like black people or white people. They will call you, maybe call you by your country, or say foreigner from different place, because it's more what is it called, more like specific a place, instead of like we categorize black and white and yellow.
Yeah.
And that's like, he just so angry, and then he start going home and like slap me, say, you don't defend me. I say, no. He say, you just defend your people. I say, no, I defend my people. I just trying to let you understand, you have a higher education than them. They don't, and they are little kid. How can you get angry with the little kid? And yes, their mother need to teach them. It's not my job to teach your kid on the street. And I was like, I'm not defending them. I'm just trying to let you understand the culture if I'm going to stay here for a while. And then one time he get really sick to the hospital, and then he was just like, because he say, if I'm going to get married with him, I need to have a kid with him. And I never thought about that, and I just fully trust him. I said, oh, okay. And I do want to have a family with him at the first place. I said, okay, that's okay with me. And I was thinking like, maybe I have a kid would be better, like he wouldn't abuse me that much. Because in Chinese culture, it's like, I've been educated like, if you are married, no matter how the man treat you, you should never abandon him, because he need your guidance, and you need to be the stronger woman behind that man. And that's how I get educated. That's why at the maybe very long time ago, you wouldn't see a lot of people like divorce. Even my father and my mother, they don't have a good relationship, but they stay together because they believe, which is wrong. Because even you divorce, you can provide a kid a wonderful life, but they don't understand. They thought that they are being together, even like keep fighting, is good for the kid, but no, it's not. And they be educating us like that. And I was like, okay, this is not right. And then I have a kid, and I don't know what happened. It just miscarried. And then I saw the kid. I feel the heartbeat, and it was like super painful. Like now I'm okay with it, but before I thought that I'm the one who killed the kids. So I'm not okay with that. So I always say, oh, I don't want to have kids because I'm so scared I'm going to kill next one. So all the abuse make me today, I don't hate that person, because in my opinion, like a lot of relationship, people get abused, they just go to the wrong way. But sometimes you can see it as a life growing, because he made you stronger, he made you grow independently, see things through more clear, like what do you really want in the future. Like if a guy raises his hand on you, would you be with him? Nowadays, me? No, thank you. You raise your hand? I know what I've been through. So, but if I did not been to the abuse and the guy raised the hand, I wouldn't scare. And I don't know what is coming until I experience. And then I would say, oh, that's the action. I shouldn't have it. And even today, when I just got here, and a lot of African American approach me, I will like scare, immediately, because your body get abused and people don't know, which is not their fault. They don't know your story, and you don't need to tell your whole story to the world to let them understand you. If they want to understand you, they will see your body language and they will understand you, and you say, oh, okay, maybe it's not everyone like that, and you start to open your heart to people. And that's why I say it shaped me. I kind of appreciate him. It made me a stronger person, more independent, and see things through more clear, and make my decision fast. When it's no, it's not. It's not a yes no. It's a no. But before I didn't know how to approach that. So he still email me, which is like, I say no, thank you. So I appreciate him, and I don't wish him the worst. I just wish him just do his life and hope the next woman be with him won't be abused because it's really bad, like really, really bad. That in
Did your
2
parents
years.
know?
Yes, my parents know because sometimes I go to a tour, my whole eyes is black.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because sometimes, when you're cooking, you don't always cook exactly the same thing at home because you don't write down your recipe. I don't, because I always being creative, adjust the saltiness with my own palate. And if I know you like a little bit saltiness or you like a little bit sweetness, I will adjust them by my own feeling. And one time he thought that I don't want to cook, and because the flavor slightly changed, he said, "Oh, you don't want to cook?" And then he just threw the whole bowl at me, say, "If you don't want to cook, then just say it."
Wow.
Because he can taste slightly different. I was like, okay, my mood change. Of course, the food I cook, it will be changed too.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not a professional, write down everything every day. Yeah, and my parents, they kind of know, but like I told you, they kind of like, it's your choice, and once you commit it to him, then we told you not to. Like my parents, they are not happy, especially my mom. She was like, please do not go out with him, whatever. But I told my mom, it's my life, my choice, and I'm wearing the shoe. If I am not comfortable, I will remove the shoe. But so far, I'm comfortable and I can tolerate. So that's on me. And when she know I broke up, she's so happy. She took me to a restaurant to celebrate.
Yeah.
She's
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah. I'm glad you got out of that too.
Yeah.
That's just unfortunate. I hate when stuff like that happens, because it happens all the time. And you have people, like I have a friend, and she was being abused physically, and it led to her like holding all of this in, which led to drinking, right, to kind of numb the pain.
Yep.
Which led to drugs. But it took her messing up on the job for everyone to say, wow, how could you drink on a job?
Yeah.
Right? She got let go. She was fired. They're saying, how could you drink on a job? What's wrong with you? And her close friends, like people, they kind of brought it up. Like, girl, are you okay? She had bruises, on her face, marks and stuff on her arms. And then now it's starting to come out. Like, it kind of, it was like a domino effect because she kept it in. She's doing much better now. But she's saying the best part for her now is that it's out. Because when she kept it in, she felt like it was doing more damage to her personally, because if no one knows, then the habit continues.
Yeah.
And then it gets worse.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you were able to get out of that. Is he still in China, or is he in the U.S. or what?
I think he back to Cameroon.
Oh,
And
okay.
he would send me an email to update to me, but I really don't want to know.
Yeah.
You do your life
Yeah.
and just treat your next woman better. And that's why one thing I say during my training, I say, to be honest, like your friend, we never know what is going on, and they kept them by themselves. And that's why sometimes we are on the plane, not only yes, we are the fun airline, like we make a lot of fun jokes, but sometimes during the sad time they need us too, and we are there for them.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's what friend is, like understand their situation, what is going on, even they are going through a lot, like turning, like if we are best friend, you are turning me like not taking my call, I say, okay, something is wrong there, because you never do that to me, and I need to check in with you what caused the problem to like this, and by talking to it will be better.
Wow,
Yeah.
man, that's impressive. And I like that. So just for the people, as we kind of wrap up to a close, what can you share to someone out there, based off your experience, just anything, if it's coming, regarding a business, if it's regarding chasing your dreams, your goals, like leaving a country, coming to another one, to fulfill that, or relationships, the abuse, what kind of advice can you give to people out there that are listening that might be experiencing the same thing?
I would say like communication is really, really important. No matter it's like job, dream, like or partnership. Like me and my boyfriend now, I told you we have nothing alike, but we're able to communicate and we go to the therapy and they say, you guys don't need me, to be honest, because you guys communicate so well. The only thing we need is the personal, what is it called? Personal therapy to organize our thought. But for me, it's like, we quite often hear in podcasts say, oh, do not give up. I mean, you have to be shared and let the people around you like know about you, communicate with them, and they will do their best way to support you. No matter it's a stranger or not, if you are not opening to them, they will never understand you. But if you open it to them, no matter you are introvert, extrovert, like whatever, if you open to people, a lot of nice people out there that are willing to help and give you a hand or a shoulder whenever time you need it. We are all in one space and we want everyone outside. I believe they do want to give you a hand or a shoulder. So please do not feel like, I know it's for extrovert, it's more easy to reach out, but for introvert, it's really, really difficult to reach out to people. So for the extrovert, if you see some introvert, sometimes just stand next to them. That will feel them feel better. And do not tell people that everything will be okay. No, not everything will be okay. We just, when they are saying things, they are not complaining. They just like have to let it out and we have to listen. That's it.
Definitely. Wow, that's powerful. And once again, I thank you. Appreciate you for coming out. Thank you for the food. Right, look, Dumplings Deliveries. This is really good. I'm not even like, we're here talking and stuff. This is actually really good. There was times where I was about to put the mic down and just get my grub on, but I'm definitely about to do that now. Like I say, thank you again. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Look, this is Sit Talk Podcast, baby, and we're out.
Thank you everyone being here.